In this tutorial, we'll be drawing overlapping boxes in one-point perspective. Overlapping just means that one box is partially hidden because it's behind another. So if a shape is in front of or behind another one, how do you connect things? To draw an overlapping box, first choose the box you want to overlap. First, let's draw some random boxes in one-point perspective in our canvas. Let me draw something down here so that this box looks like it's resting on top of it. Now we've got this shape, and since it's right below our vanishing point, we'll just see the front and the top. This converging line can go all the way to the vanishing point because it isn't hidden. However, this one is blocked by the square, so I'll just draw the line until it hits the square and stop. Then depending on how deep I want the box to be, I could keep drawing this line and even go behind the first square, but it has to stay connected to the vanishing point. Now when it's time for our parallel line to create the back of the box, I will line up my ruler. I want it to go deeper than the top box, so I will let the line run out somewhere behind. This is where you really need to keep your ruler parallel since we don't have an edge to follow. So I will stop when I get to the box, and that is all we have on this side. Now I can erase those extra converging lines. Now, if we were to add a box on top of this box, then where we draw our parallel lines would depend on whether we want to put that box entirely behind or have it overlapping the box. So if I stop my parallel line up here, the box could either appear behind or on top of the shape. Or perhaps if I lightly draw this down here to give it a bottom, and then add a converging line. It allows me to then create my parallel line behind it. This lets us know there's some space in the back there, giving me a better idea of what's going on the back there. For the next example, I'm going to draw another box on the left side. Next, imagine the selected box is not there and draw another box in its place, making sure to intersect with the existing box. The only change is that this box crosses over the first. So this is where the boxes start to overlap. See how they're intersecting? Now we're going to connect those corners just like we usually do. Complete the box using one-point perspective principles. Let's connect this corner to the point. Same for the other side. Connect that to the vanishing point. Now draw the back edge just straight across. Okay, so we've got some lines we don't need now. We want this cube to look like it's in front, right? So we're going to erase all those new lines that are going through the front box. These are the two converging lines we don't need anymore. Just like before, we're going to erase those two. Erasing those extra lines is what makes this cube pop forward and look like it's in front. And that lets us see this cube a little better. So here's our finished cube. I'll show you one more so you can see the process with another cube. So to start, let's make our cube or our box a tall rectangle for this one. Make sure your lines are straight. Remember, when I'm drawing this box, I'm drawing it right through the old one. It's almost as if that box doesn't even exist. I'm totally ignoring it. I only pay attention to it after this box is done. So connect your corners to the vanishing point. We use our converging lines to do that. And remember to do those lightly because we erase most of them later. Once our converging lines are in, we close up our box. So for this one, I'm going to repeat the bottom. So I draw a horizontal line straight across, and I make sure my ruler is really straight for that. I'm basically copying that back line there. Now I'm going to do the same thing vertically for the back. This is going to make a corner too. I make sure my ruler is straight, and here's the end of my corner. I know it can get a little complicated once you have all these lines going on. So I've got everything drawn basically, and just like the first example, I want to go back now and erase the lines that go through my first cube. So basically no lines should cross in front of your cube. It should just be a solid square or rectangle, whatever shape you drew, and they definitely shouldn't be transparent. Get rid of the ones going through the top and the ones going through the front. And for something like this, because you're doing a lot of erasing, you might need to go back in and just use your pencil to clean up a line that maybe got lost or erased a little too much. When you're doing this on your own, your boxes will not look exactly the same as mine. They will be in a slightly different spot or the shape may be a bit different. So don't panic if it looks different. That's completely normal. The most important thing is that you understand and are applying these techniques so that you can create your own accurate drawings. Again, as I did in the previous tutorial, I'm going to draw a few more boxes, maybe overlapping them for visual reference. I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to listen to me talk over. It's all the same stuff. Draw your shape, add converging lines, make parallel edges, and erase your extra lines. Feel free to use references and take your time with each step. Thank you for following this tutorial. I'm glad you made it this far. I hope this tutorial was helpful and easy to follow. Let me know which other tutorials you'd like to see on Peony Paint, and I'll do my best to bring them to you. Until next time, and have fun drawing.